Hey Floss Tube, hello from Liz Mathews. Liz Mathews here. I think I got that backwards. Coming at you on Monday, November 4th in the evening. You are in my dining room looking out into my living room. This is a new setting for me. I'm usually doing my floss tubes in my little office space, but it's just a little too dark. The lighting's a little too harsh, so I wanted to bring you out here where we can see each other. Also, we haven't really talked about home decor much on my FlossTube channel, but it's a big passion of mine. I love home decor, I love staging, and I particularly love finding antique treasures to bring into my house and make it really cozy and comfortable. I do a lot of antiquing. In fact, I was antiquing with my mom yesterday. So I am excited to show this space to you. You can kind of get a feel for my look and my aesthetic. It's kind of a farmhouse antique vintage style, and hopefully I can show you more of that in the future. If you follow me on Instagram, I know I sound like a broken record, but if you follow me on Instagram, you'll probably see what my home decor is and how much I love it. You can follow me at Hello from Liz Mathews. And if you're wondering also what this monstrosity is, we live in a house that was built in 1959, so it's a split level, kind of, you know, that style. But this is actually a big brick hollow column in the middle of our whole living space. We have kitchen, dining, living room, and this column is in the center. On one side we have our double oven set in it, and on the other the fireplace. So that's what that is. And a couple months ago I did do a German smear finish on the other two sides. It was a big job, bigger than I thought. I ran out of mortar and ran out of steam and energy and time, so I never finished this side. I took pictures of the other side, posted about it, and never did this side. So if I'm gonna be filming in here, I guess it's time to get that taken care of. That would be a great fall project when I have time. So anyway, that's all I'll say about this space that you're in, and that I look forward to sharing more home decor, antiquing stuff with you. In fact, I will be sharing some of that in this floss tube. But I hope you guys are doing really well. It's been about a week since my last floss tube, and there is so much new and exciting, so many new and exciting things happening with me. I don't even know where to start. I even feel a little bit nervous and just like I've been doing this talking about this so much that I don't even know where to start. But let me just put it out there for you. I quit my job. I quit my job of 10 years. I turned in my resignation and gave a 30-day notice because I really feel like that chapter of my life is closing, and I am so grateful for it, and I learned so much. My coworkers literally became my family. I married my coworker's brother. Like they're really special, and it was a really wonderful 10 years, but it's time to move forward and pursue my own dreams and make things happen for myself. So I am quitting. I have quit. I'm wrapping that up in 30 days, and I will be pursuing Hello from Liz Mathews full time. And I am so did I just say that? Because this has been a dream of mine for so long. It is scary as you know what. I don't exactly know what I'm doing. I will figure it out, but I figure that I have to do it now. I can't wait for everything to be perfect and all my ducks to be in a row, because they are never gonna be there. It's never gonna be right. So we're going for it. We are gonna go for it and make these dreams come true. And I'm so excited to share it with you, share this whole journey with you. It's gonna be crazy. I'm sure there'll be some really scary, tough days, but I think it will be far outweighed by my pride and excitement and passion, and I'm ready. I'm just so ready. It's still really new. We just told all of my coworkers today, so that was hard, and I feel like as I start telling people, I told my parents, told my coworkers, telling my friends, so I'm still going through it like quite freshly, but I am really looking forward to getting to the point where I'm like, okay, now we're settling in. Things are working out. This was all meant to be. No more fear, just move forward in confidence. That's what I'm looking forward to, and I hope that comes really soon. But yeah, There are so many good things coming for this little business of mine. You guys know I have a long history in the needlework field. Between my mom and my businesses, I had Elizabeth's Garden when I was, I want to say 16 to 19. I can't exactly remember, which is 20 years ago. I put out maybe 20 cross stitch designs, and I've been doing some research trying to find them because I don't even have them anymore. I think my Aunt Marty, who now runs Carriage House Samplings, found some files on her computer, but I was actually pretty prolific and there was a lot of designs out there from me. So I'm kind of digging those up, more to come with that. But did I mention, because this is the second time I'm recording this, that I will not only be doing the punch needle designs that I am loving and I'm so passionate about, but I am also bringing back cross stitch because my love of fiber and needle arts knows no bounds. We'll see where it goes, but for now it will just include the punch needle and the cross stitch. So my plan is to convert many of my punch needle patterns to cross stitch design patterns. I am working as fast and as hard and as smartly as I possibly can. Time is still my biggest challenge because I'm still working full time through November. So I'm trying to be really smart and make really good decisions with my time. But those are some things that I am just so excited about bringing to you and sharing with you. So that's my big news. That's a lot of big news I just threw at you in 6 minutes and 43 seconds. But there it is. So lots of cross stitch patterns coming your way. My brain is overflowing with ideas, and really I just hope I can stay in front of everything and get it out to you as fast as possible. I told you in my last floss tube that I feel like I'm kind of perpetually behind on everything because I am so new to this community. I feel that way as far as the holiday patterns. Like I just put out some autumnal patterns. I feel like I'm behind on Christmas patterns, although I do hope to get one big launch out before the holidays. But anyway, I'm just rambling now. I just need to get a calendar. That's an easy fix. And I think having a little more time on my hands, I can get organized and plan ahead and make all of these big, great ideas and dreams I have happen. So, hooray. That's my news. As far as new designs go, on Saturday, I did release 3. So let me show you what they are. The first one is called Great Oak, and here is my finish. Let's call these new releases / FFFOs. Finally, fully finished objects, right? So this is the Great Oak. Let me try to give you a little closer view. I've been sharing this process with you as I've been going, and I told you there was an embellishment that I wasn't going to tell you about quite yet. And what it is the text on this piece. It's in 2 spots. It's right here at the bottom, and then it's right here under the acorn. The text is Latin for common European oak. And when you buy this pattern, you do get the paper text included in the pattern so that you can also affix it to your punch needle piece when you're done, if you choose to. It looks great without it as well, but this piece was inspired by a botanical print, and I really wanted to keep with that look if that's what you're into. I really love it. It's just an addition, an embellishment that was done once the piece was finished and stretched. And then for mounting, I chose to go with kind of that chart botanical look again. So this is a piece of vintage wood I cut to size. On the back, you'll see it's just some black felt that I put on the back of foam core. So this is mounted to foam core and then put on this old wood and hung from a chain. So if you guys are interested in more information about how I did this, I am happy to give that to you. I'm also thinking I'm going to sell these pieces of wood and the chain in my Etsy store, just in case anybody wants to finish them as I finish the pattern as I did. I wanted to make that available to you. So that's what this piece looks like. I used Weeks Dye Works for the entire piece. I do have conversions for DMC colors in my chart if you're not into the Weeks, but I think the variegation is really lovely, particularly in the leaves, and really makes them look autumnal and like real leaves. So that is Great Oak, currently available. This piece you guys have seen for a while. This is not new, but the fact that it's listed and ready to go and charts are made is new. So you can get this piece. It's called Goldenrod. Again, I think this piece would be really nice in many different color schemes. What I did ended up being very festive and kind of wintry, autumny, and I think you could change these colors and adapt this to fit any season, any home decor style. It's really, really versatile. In the chart, you will also get the letters in case you want to put your own initials up here, and also some numbers in case you want to put a different date. Maybe you want to do a date in the past, or maybe you finished this in 2020, 2021. I wanted to provide all of that for you. So that's my second finish. And then I'm just gonna stay standing and I will grab Love Blooms. So I got this guy done on Saturday, all printed, kitted, ready to go. And we were talking about this really awesome frame. I love this so much. It turned out really well. I got the frame, which used to be a clock. If you go back and look at my last YouTube Floss tube video, you'll see how this started. It was a clock and I just removed the face. And then I put my punch needle piece mounted to foam core right in the center. So this is some linen fabric with my punch needle product in right there in the center, like I said. So it's just one option for finishing. Check your local Home Goods. I got this not long ago, but it's almost square. It's a little bit rectangular, and this will look great in a variety of different frames, pillows, whatever. So I am really, really happy with how that turned out. So those three pieces are currently available. They are in my Etsy shop, which is just hellofromlizmathews.com. You can go there and find those three patterns. And in the near future, I'm out of breath. That's probably a bad sign. I think it's just my energy and everything that's been going on and all the talking made me out of breath. But what I wanted to say is that in the near future, I will also have the thread packs available for those two patterns that use Weeks Dye Works. It'll be the Great Oak and Love Blooms, so that you can continue to do one-stop shopping from my space. So yeah, 3 new releases. I am attempting to do 3 new releases every month indefinitely. So maybe you guys can hold me to that and help keep me accountable. I have the ideas. Like I said, it's just going to be a matter of time and busting it out, but I am so ready for that challenge and so excited. As far as the giveaway from last week, let me grab the chart. We were giving away Autumn from Hawthorne Hollow. This was a donation from my mom. So Autumn at Hawthorne Hollow, a really beautiful piece, perfect for this time of year. Again, I don't think you will get this done in time for this Thanksgiving and autumn, but hey, 2020 will be here before you know it. So the winner of this piece was comment number 15 on the random number generator, who is Vintage Pinker. Congratulations, girl. It's really exciting because we have connected on Instagram, so to know where this is going and to know who this is going to really makes me happy. So I will put my email, or reach out to me on Instagram, you know where to find me. I will get this out to you, and happy stitching. So I want to continue to do giveaways, and I thought, because it is November, my next giveaway should be a copy of the Great Oak. So I will send you a pattern to make this piece, and I will also, let's say, I will also include this, the finishing supplies you need. I'll include the vintage wood and the chain. So let's see, I don't have a question prepared. Let me get back to you on that question. I want it to be good. No, just tell me what you're looking forward to this autumn. what is something of tradition or something you're going to start a new tradition this autumn that you want to share with us? I don't even know how I would answer that, but by next Floss Tube, I will have an answer for you. And one lucky person will take home the pattern and the finishing kit for this guy. So with all of this new stuff, when I got together with my mom yesterday, we did some antiquing, like I said, and I'll show you what I found. And we also went over linen. So she let me raid her stash, and it's crazy because I did this so long ago and it's all coming back to me, but it's just, I love it. I love every single thing about it. So she let me get in and raid her stash of overdyed linen. She shared it with me. She's the most generous person I know. So I have a pile of linen that I am super excited to dive into. Linen from Picture This Framing, linen from Weeks Dye Works. Oh my gosh, you guys know how much I love Weeks Dye Works, and I love the mottled look and just the texture and the feel. So, oh, here's a question for you. You don't need to answer this to be entered, but what linen do you like stitching on? What weave? What is it? Weave? Size? Count. I'll get there. What count linen is your favorite? I think I remember, because I haven't cross-stitched again since Elizabeth's Garden way back when. I think I remember really liking 32 and 36, but then I know there are some die-hard 40 and 50 count people. Tiny, 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 but everything turns out so cute. So I've just been going through this and kind of fondling it like you do, and gosh, it is so gorgeous. So Picture This Plus was not in business the last time I was kind of familiar with all of this linen and fiber. So that's a fun new find. And then more Weeks Dye Works. So gorgeous. And just, if you could let me know what you like stitching on size-wise. You guys let me know that you mostly like to switch back and forth between big projects and small projects, so you have a little bit of instant gratification there while you have the big project in the background, which I totally get. You also told me that many of you like to take a big chart or big pattern and kind of break it apart and make your own little patterns and finishes out of just pieces, and I thought that was genius because there are so many patterns a la Hawk Run Hollow that are just monstrous and maybe a little intimidating. So I thought that was such a great idea. So thank you for answering that question for me. And if you want to just give me your input about linen, I just want to roll in all of this. And I can't wait to see what I come up with for it and to share it with you, of course. So that would be awesome if you could just share your wisdom and knowledge with me as I dive back on in. I saw on Instagram that there was a big meetup. I don't think it was a retreat. I think it was just a gathering at Acorns and Threads this past weekend, which looked like so much fun. I swear I am gonna get out there again one day soon, but I just love the sense of community that's out there, and you can just see it in everybody's faces and in their pictures, and it seems like people traveled for this get together, and I really, really hope that I will be there at one of the gatherings soon, but it looked like so awesome. And it's just another thing that I feel like I'm always just a little bit behind on. So it's a goal for the new year to stay in front of and ahead of the ball with all of that stuff. So far, the only thing I know I'm doing for sure in 2020 is attending the National Needlework Market in March, which is huge. And I have my work cut out for me, but I am so ready. So anyway, if you know of anything local, or if you want to just keep me in the loop, I would love it if you share that information as well. So Mom and I got together yesterday before she gave me all the linen and refreshed my stitching memory and all of that, and we did some antiquing. And I can tell you that I was a frugal person before, but nothing makes you more frugal than having just quit your job. So I decided I wasn't gonna be buying anything extra or unnecessary, but my goal was to find some antique frames because framing is the bane of my finishing existence. It's just always a challenge for me. Everything's always the wrong size, or I made it just a little bit too big, or just whatever. It never works out. So I was on the hunt for frames, and boy did I find them. And I just wanted to show you some of the beautiful pieces I got for amazing prices. So this is just an old green wooden frame. It's vintage, and I got it for $2.50. So that was a real find. I'm just gonna breeze through these. I'm not gonna hold you here long. This is probably my favorite frame. It's a gold. It says gilt mirror. It's also antique, and I think it has some real age to it, believe it or not, the way it's chipping away. And I got it for $5. I love a good deal. A good deal will make something that I'm like, I like that, and makes it become something that I absolutely love. Not unlike this frame. They took the price off, and it's a little wobbly, but nothing I can't fix. I want to say this was $8. It's just another little gold thin gilt frame. I found this guy, which has a really cool look. It's really deep and kind of, well, let me hide my face. Has this leaf texture happening. I think this will be perfect for one of my projects. In that same booth where I found those amazing deals, I also found this old frame, $3.50. I think it's beautiful, has that age and that distressed look. That's gonna be a big project, but I know I have them coming. I also found this cute set of carved wood frames. The set was 50 cents. My plan is to kind of dry brush it, spray paint it white. You can see my decor is mostly white. It's just the look I like. So there'll be some painting and some extra work needed for these, but I'm about to have more time. And then the last frame is, I believe it's tramp art in a very minor way because the edge is all notched, but I found this guy. This was my splurge du jour at $10. So anyway, thrift stores, antique stores, flea markets are a great way to find these vintage frames. If you guys don't already shop there, you might want to give it a try, and don't be afraid of dry brushing or spray painting. That can be your friend and transform something that's a little meh into something really lovely. So I was really thrilled to find all of these. Getting your pieces framed at AC Moore, Michaels, I think really adds up. You would probably know better than me. So to find some one-of-a-kind, unique, vintage, affordable frames is such a win in my book. And because I love antiques and vintage items, I wanted to share those with you and continue to share some stuff like this in the future. So I feel like I just talked your ear off, although it's only actually been 23 minutes. I think I have a lot of things coming, so we'll keep this video short and sweet. Thank you so much for letting me share my joy, my news, my excitement, letting me ramble, letting me lose my breath, all of it. I appreciate it so much, and I look forward to my next video with you, where hopefully I will have less big life-changing news and just more finishes and process shots, and you can help me continue to grow in this industry. I hope you guys have a good night, and I'll talk to you later.